Good morning, and welcome to the 76th Annual Rockville Memorial Day Ceremony. I'm Mayor Bridget Donnell Newton, and before I continue, please join with me, wherever you are, in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to acknowledge members of the Mayor and Council who are joining with us virtually. Councilmember MONIQUE ASHTON, Councilmember Beryl L. Feinberg, Councilmember David MYLES, and Councilmember Mark Pershela. The Mayor and Council have worked with City Manager Rob DeSpirito and his staff to continue providing essential services amid the ongoing pandemic. And I'd like to take a quick moment to thank our dedicated Recreation and Parks team for their efforts and flexibility and doing a stellar job in organizing this Memorial Day observance. While May 25, 2020 is no ordinary Memorial Day, and this is not our usual way to mark this moment, we felt it was important to carry on with Rockville's longest standing tradition. I'm very proud that through creativity and technological connectivity, our staff has reimagined this day. And on behalf of the Council, staff, and our community, I thank you for joining with us online to honor and remember those who gave the ultimate sacrifice, their lives, in service to our country. As we pause to reflect on the true meaning of today's observance, we say, you are remembered. You matter. Your sacrifice matters. The grit, the determination, and the willingness to put it all on the line for the United States of America is what has made our country great. The lives lost and the lives changed, and the continued bravery of our women and men in uniform, the courage of first responders and public safety officers, and the everyday acts of kindness throughout our cities and towns are what will keep our country great. These are the ties that bind us together, even as we face our nation's latest challenge. Perhaps this Memorial Day is an opportunity to feel a greater appreciation of what it means to sacrifice, to give up personal freedom for the greater good, to put the health and safety of someone unknown first, to wear my mask to protect you as you wear yours to protect me, to know that we are stronger together. After 9/11, I and many of you had stickers on our car windows that said, "United we stand, divided we fall." Though that sticker is long gone, those words are still true today. The ongoing pandemic has changed the way we live. The freedoms that many of us took for granted have disappeared in the name of health and safety, life and death. We cannot gather today as we did in the past. Graduations, weddings, and even funerals are canceled. Shops and restaurants struggle to survive, and millions are losing their jobs amidst the shutdown. In losing our freedom of assembly, the spontaneity of doing what we wanted when we wanted, having what we thought we needed immediately when we thought we needed it, gives us the opportunity to reset our priorities, rethink what is really important. We yearn for that freedom that we as Americans so often took for granted. And in that longing, we better understand just what the women and men we honor today were fighting to preserve. As we reflect on the sacrifices that each of us has made in recent months, we do not minimize the sacrifice made by those we honor and remember today. Indeed, some of the sacrifices of recent months, especially by our frontline medical workers and first responders, recall the sacrifices made by our fallen military heroes. They ventured into the unknown. They were separated from loved ones. They died alone. With our sacrifices today, we honor their sacrifices of yesteryear. We acknowledge that today, as in days past, it is worth the price of sacrifice to remain in the fight for our fellow Americans. To the veterans joining with us online today, I thank you. Thank you for the commitment and sacrifices you have made to protect our freedom. I'd like to recognize a group of veterans that are special to Rockville and one of the city's longtime Memorial Day ceremony partners. American Legion Post 86 in Twinbrook is celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. Thank you for your service to our country, and thank you for continuing your service to our community. To our Rockville community, I ask that we continue to hold our veterans and our fallen heroes in our hearts. Continue to hold them up as a measure of sacrifice and love for our country, and as an inspiration for all of us to carry on. Remember their sacrifices. Remember to stay in the fight. Please now join me in a moment of silence in honor of those members of the military who gave the ultimate sacrifice for our country. Now, I'd like to introduce the Reverend Jane Wood, whose father, William Wood, founded the Rockville Memorial Day Parade 76 years ago.
Hello, Rockvillians. I am Reverend Jane E. Wood. I am the daughter of William Bill Wood, who was the Memorial Day Parade founder. Last year, we celebrated 75 years of the Memorial Day Parade. My father started the Memorial Day Parade because he was a part of a marching band in Washington, D.C. He played the bugle, and he was part of the bugle drum and bugle corps. And he got tired of going to D.C., and so that was the reason he started the Memorial Day Parade in Rockville. And I'm so grateful that it's lasted. This would have been its 76th year, and we look forward to it continuing on next year. But let us keep the memory of those who fought for this country alive in our hearts. And I'm very thankful that my father had the vision to begin the Memorial Day Parade in Rockville, which we celebrated its 75th anniversary on last year. And we look forward to celebrating the Memorial Day Parade on next year. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you for joining with us today, and may God bless the United States of America.